All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully, most on your house shot is blessing y'all day. By His mercies you're consumed. We're alive in the most on your house shot's body, and two, we're naturally alive, man. And I want to get this, man, because we read the scripture the other day, we was going to this the other day, but because on the natural, because we was talking about the whole Dawn Robinson and Vogue situation, and we was talking about that. But also too, man, I want to look at this from the most like house shots aspect, the gospel, the testimony, the new covenant, the spiritual aspect of this, because like John 6:63 says, his words are spirit, man. So I just want to get into this, man, because listen, man, because this all goes into, because I was just reading Sarai actually had a bunch of meat in Sarai, man. It's a bunch of high level understanding, one Sarai 29, of course, but this is one of my favorite books. But yeah, because I was just reading Ecclesiastes, also known as Sarai 29. But I was looking at this, and I was like, oh my gosh, man. This is all praise to most on your house shot, man. This is this is all talking about your house shot, how he's the most important thing, man. No matter what. That's that Romans 8:35. Now let's grab that real quick. Then we're gonna look at this aspect in Ecclesiastes, also known as Sarai 29. Cause they changed now. Cause the Brother Chronicles of Judah used to say, man, listen, always keep put nothing in one, fall in love with nothing in the flesh, man, because you fall in love with spiritual things, man, which is the Most High in His Son, Most High in your house shot. Because why? Because He says in Malachi 3, I change not. That means what? He's the only constant, man. So because listen, people going to change, situations going to change, life is going to change, man. But the Most High in your house shot doesn't, man. So that's just is what it is, man. Yeah, so let's get this Romans 8:35. It says, what shall separate us from the love of Christ, or love of Mashiach, or tribulation, or distress, persecution, famine, nakedness, peril, or the sword? So yeah. So Job 23:13 says, man, listen, I desire the word, more than necessary food, man. But here's the thing, man, because this is at the end of the day, man, because honestly, yeah, my brother, he went out and actually, no, let me show y'all this. A few years ago, he actually went down in Africa, man. He went to Guinea. So yeah, but while he was there, man, he was he said, listen, man, these people, they live in how they live, man. It's not it's different from what we live in. They live in villages, things of that nature, but the love is actually there, man, because it's more the scripture is applicable to things like that when he's out there. He says, man, I was out there for a week or two, man, but it felt like months. It felt like a year. But he still misses it. But he said, man, listen, those people out there, don't get me wrong, those Hamites and Hamitic people out there and different nations out there too, they wicked as hell too over there. Because don't get twisted, man. Because Second Ezra 3 goes into that a lot of times too. Because a lot of times our people think that let's just moving out the country is the solution. Listen, if you want to do that, but listen, what did the Most High in your house say? The whole world is in wickedness. But I'm just using this as an example because, listen, even some parts, even over here on this side of the world, man. But also other places in the world too. But he said while he was out there, he said, listen, man, the people they don't have much, but they have love. That love without dissimulation. They have each other, man, and that's what it is too. Because actually, before I went to Wu-Tang concert, the Ghostface and Raekwon, the concert a few months back in December, I was watching a little video about Ghostface's second album, Supreme Clientele, classic album. It's the album that kind of kept it kind of helped Wu-Tang survive at that time. But he was saying before, but a lot of times before when he wrote the album, he was out in Africa and he said the same thing. But it's just all this, it's all amalgamation of this, even on places a lot of times too. I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters grew up with people like this, or I know people like this. Some people a lot of times too, people just listen, that's why it's Proverbs says, listen, just give me too much that just give me what I need. Don't give me too much that I forget you and forsake you and blaspheme. No, that's a little too little. Don't give me too much that I forget you, or don't give me too little that I blaspheme and profane your name, man. This the Most High house gives us just enough, man. But let's grab this in Ecclesiastes chapter Also known as Sirach chapter 29, verse 21. It says, the chief thing for life is water, bread, and clothing, and a house to cover shame. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all you need. And once you read Sirach, where's that? What you call him? Ecclesiastes 39 and 26, is going to add on to those cheap things, man. But, it says the cheap thing for life is water. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach 29, verse 21. The cheap thing that for life is water, bread, and a house, and clothing, and a house to cover shame. So, see, all right, let's go to that. Let's look at the spiritual, man, from a Most High Yahushua standpoint, man, from the gospel, the testimony, man. What's that cheap thing, man? Let's get that. Let's go to what you call him real quick. Let's go to Matthew real quick, man. Matthew real quick. Let's go to Matthew. Matthew 20 and verse 27. It says, and whomsoever, Matthew 20 and 27, and whomsoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant. So, let's get this. And who's that chief? Servant, man. It's Yahweh Shai, man. Now we want to walk as he walked, man. And that's why Sirach 10 even says the one that's most honorable among brethren, the chief is the most humble one in the roundabout way. That's in Sirach 10, I believe. But it says, Matthew chapter 20, verse 27, whomsoever be chief amongst you, let him be your servant, even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. So, yeah, Yahushua's that chief, man. He's that chief, man. Because, that Philippians 2 and 7, it says, listen, he made himself a form as a servant. Did something, and that's love. Something that he didn't have to do to a people, and to a demographic that didn't deserve it, man. So that's why by his mercies you weren't consumed. But, that's just is what it is right there, man. But he's the chief, and he's the chief thing in that. But also too, for life is water. Isn't his John 14 and 14? Isn't that his living waters, the word? Isn't that just like water? Bread, John 6. Isn't Yahushua the bread? And clothing. Let's go to this clothing. Let's go to 2nd Esdras real quick, man. Because more than just natural clothing, but spiritual clothing, man. That's the chief thing, man. It all lines up with Yahushua, man. Second Esdras chapter 2 verse I forgot. 2 verse 43, then gonna get Song of Solomon, man. Then Galatians, man. Second Esdras chapter 2 verse 44. Yeah, let's go 45. I'm sorry. And you can read 43 too. How he's a chief because let's go. We kind of talk about verse 43 a lot. We're gonna go to a point. It says, he answered and said unto me, these be they that put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and confess the name of Yahweh, and now they are crowned and receive palms. So yeah, man, that's really the chief clothing at the end of the day, man. Of course, putting on Yahushua, man, the Most High Yahushua, the word, man, the gospel, the testimony, the word being in you, his laws, his commandments, of one, the faith, that all that stuff is one. That all comes with the faith, man. Putting it on pretty much the new man, killing off the old man, putting it on that, man. That's the chief thing, man. Putting on Yahushua, man, because he's a chief, and we're gonna get that later. But let's grab that. 2nd Esdras chapter 2 verse 45. He answered and said unto me, these that put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and they have confessed the name of Yahweh, and now they are crowned to receive palms. So yeah, man. So that's the clothing that's chief, man. Putting on pretty much Yahushua. And let's get this Song of Solomon, man, because we could go to we go Song of Solomon, then Galatians, man. That's really it. It is what it is, man. Song of Solomon chapter 5 verse 3, it says, I have put off my coat, and how shall I I have put off my coat, how shall I put it on? I have washed my feet, how shall I defile them? Yeah, just going into putting on the old, putting on the new man, pretty much, man. That's what it is, that immortal clothing, man. Putting on the new man, put on the Most High Yahushua, man. Put on word, put on long suffering, mercy, long suffering, goodness, truth, like, everything that's in Exodus 34:6, Numbers 14:18, man, Jeremiah 9:24, all those things, that all the fruits of the spirit, patience, long suffering, meekness, temperance, like, love, joy, like, forgiveness, mercy, all that stuff, man. Put that stuff on, man. Leave off that cloak, that even like Peter, that's crazy that Peter even says that cloak of maliciousness, because cloak is like, of course we know that's clothing as well, but put that off, man. Put on your house shot, man. But let's grab that, man. Put on the Cheif thing, man. Like, I'm Eagles, my team. I ain't gonna put on no Cheif stuff, but put on the Cheif thing. That's your house shot, man. Get this Galatians 3:26, man. Put on your house shot, man. Galatians 3:26. It says, for as is that what I want? Okay. No. Oh gosh. I could have swore it was 3. Is it 3 or? Oh gosh. Dang, I'm tripping. That's not. The 5, that's not 5:26. Hey, where is that? Oh my gosh, I'm tripping. This has gotta be somewhere. Yeah, put on. What's that? Put on. Oh yeah, Galatians 3:27. Okay, wow, I was running from my face. For as many of you have been baptized into Christ or to Mashiach, put on Christ. So yeah, put his clothing on, that immortal clothing on, and that's what the point is. How did that even happen, man? Through the testimony, the gospel, the new covenant, man. Put that immortal thing on, man. Immortal clothing on. That's how you put on your house shot, man. Like, that's that coat Solomon was talking about. Put that all off the old coat, man. Put on your house shot, man. Like, So, and that's where that inward man comes in, man. Like, put off the old. Let's get that in Colossians, then we're gonna close out real quick, man. It says exactly. Yep. Colossians 3:8. Put off now. Put off all of these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not to one another. Have put off the old man with his deeds. And verse 10, put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge. Yeah, renewing the mind, like Romans 12 says, and it says, and after the image of him that created him. Exactly. So, like, and that goes into that, man. Like, being in his image and his likeness, something that we talk about all the time, man. And I was actually just thinking about that earlier in the shower, like, not to give too much information, but not just physically, like, being an image, because of course we descend from the Most High house shine, the people of the book, and we know how they pretty much look. Like, you don't need to go to of course prophecy, like, the history, all that stuff, man, but really just the characteristics, the attributes. More importantly, that's what you put on, man. Because like a lot of times too, like that's why Revelation 1 is so even deeper than like his physical appearance. Just like and we talk about that a lot, man. Seriously, like not just like physical image, because like that's one thing, like that's a stepping stone, but reaching a high level, man, being in his image, being like what he lays out, Exodus 34:6, Galatians 5, Jeremiah 9:24, Numbers 14:18. That's how he be in his image, man. Like that's what his goals was. I mean, his goal was, and when you do that, man, that's for on this side too, because the kingdom is within, but also too for the next side, that leads into overcoming sin and death and immortality. Like let's read that Colossians chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, "And I have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him." So yeah, that pretty much you're a son of God, son and daughter of the Most High house shot at that point, man, being in His image. Like and it says, Wisdom of Solomon chapter this overcoming sin and death all ties into one another. Wisdom of Solomon 2:23. For Yahweh created man to be immortal, and to made him to be the image of his own eternity. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. So Yeah, man. All, and that's all the cheap things in life, man. That's it. Is what it is, man. Not power, money, status, lust, greed. You know, what are your pleasures, your desires? Like I'm talking about myself as well. Your will, you know. That's really all the most on your house shot. Like things, they're the cheap thing, man. They're the war. Isaiah 51, 2. Cause they're the war on this side and the next, man. That's it. Like 51 and verse Isaiah 51, 52 verse 12. For ye shall not go out with haste, nor by flight. For the Lord will go before you, and God will Israel will be your reward. Not on just this, not on just that side, like the world to come, the kingdom to come, but the inner kingdom. Even now, man, like this right now, that we could talk. Us brothers and sisters could just give the Most High house shot of praise and esteem, man. But most importantly for me, like as well, gotta live according to the promise with the faith, of the Most High house shot, man. Like live it. Also too in obedience of His instruction, man. His law, statutes, commandments. But yeah, man, it's what it is, man. No matter what, man. Cause a lot of times too, I didn't think, man. Well, listen, man. I got the Most High house shot, so listen, that's just really all you need, man. Seriously, man. Because things is kind of, I know I ain't gonna lie, man. This year's been rough, man. Like compared to even last year. Last year things going, but it's going like Acts 14:22. Much tribulation comes to kingdom inwardly and physically, man. Because the higher level version of yourself, good, and the physical kingdom, man. Because 22 years ago was rough for me. 2020, last year was things kind of get better towards the end. Now things a little rough, man, but it's alright, man. Listen, at least got the Most on your house shot, and that's is what it is, man. So and be there for for your brothers and sisters. Even sometimes, even for myself, this testimony, this was something I need to do, even in the midst of when I'm going through some things, man. But somebody has it worse, and it could be still bury their burden. Like put your stuff to the side, man, because that's what Yahushua did. A lot of righteous men did. They put their stuff. Even Moses, that was the thing he was going through, man. I was just thinking about that the other day, man. You know how much that was for Moses to do that, man. Even though that's why that good counsel was good by Jethro, man. That's another story for another day, because that's just a lack of respect for eldership now with our people in the word and outside the word, just our people as a whole. But imagine how much, man, even everything Moses had to go through. He had a life, his own things he going through, man. But he had to judge each matters. And that means he really had to, during judgment, he really had to take time and hear people out, and he was judging thousands and thousands, man. So but yeah, man, that's just is what it is. That's some person. But hopefully this is edifying, man. So peace.